Welcome to Is That Sheep Looking at Me, the game show that answers those all-important life questions. I am your host, Zedaph. Let's meet our first contestant. First up, we have Full Symmetry. Woo!
Hello!
Hi, False. How you doing?
Hi, I'm good. Get you in position. There we go.
Thanks for coming on the show. Oh, you look really short when you crouch down like that. He's just ahead.
Only little. I can't reach the button.
So your base is looking pretty cool right now. Can you describe your base in 2.5 words?
2.5 words. There you go. That's 2 words.
I need another half, I think. Perfect, brilliant. What colour have you picked to dye your sheep today?
I have picked light blue.
Excellent. Let's see it.
Yeah.
Let's see it on.
Shall I dye the sheep?
Go for it if you can reach.
There you go.
Perfect. Oh, look at that lovely blue sheep butt. All I can see right now.
Yep.
Fantastic. Okay, let's get the next contestant on. We have a Cub fan.
Thank you. Good to be here.
How you doing, Cub?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm actually doing my first game show ever, so I'm very happy right now.
Ooh, nice. Oh, hang on. I was gonna send a message to that sheep. I'm coming for him here, fighting some mutton.
Oh, that's fighting talk. I wouldn't do that in this place. It's forbidden, but I'll let you off.
Okay.
Cool. So what do you think you've got that will let you win this game show? What's it take to win?
Oh, it takes a deep knowledge of sheep.
And a belly full of mutton.
And a belly, that too, absolutely.
That helps quite often. So what colour have you picked for your sheep?
I have selected blue because it's sheep's favorite color, so they should appreciate that and give me the advantage.
Interesting. So we got a nice blue shade of stuff going on here. We have a whole little rainbow at this rate. I hope Tango's not picked blue as well. Oh, and speaking of which, our third contestant, Mr. Tango Tech. Yeah. I can just see him creeping in the side. Oh, I Tango.
Right.
Come and get in your booth, man. Stop showboating in front of the stick people audience.
Excellent.
Hi, Tango. Welcome.
Hello, Mr. Zedaph.
Welcome to the show. A little birdie told me that you actually helped build some of these contestant booth buzzer thingies. Is that correct?
That is true. I'm not sure if it actually helped, though, or made it worse. But
Inside advantage.
Exactly. So are you planning to cheat today, or is that...
No, but if my buzzer always works first, then it's totally coincidence.
Well, I guess we'll see. So we've got our contestants. Let's start round 1. Okay, so Tango, get in your hole. Dye your sheep red, I forgot.
I had to dye my sheep.
Good. So round 1, we're going to ask 16 questions. First person to buzz in gets to try to answer first. You want to try your buzzers out quickly? Oh, Tango got there first. Very nice.
Oh, okay.
Carl.
There we go.
That was a deep,
Yeah.
ding noise.
Yeah, whoever did this must be a genius. This is a great system.
It's not bad, is it? Yeah. Okay, so are we ready? 16 questions. Question number 1.
Go.
Who can spell the word sheep? Tango.
Oh.
S-H-E-E-P.
Very good. 1 point for Tango. Second question. Who can answer this question first? Carl, you got it.
Me.
Very good. Correct answer. Well done. I would have also accepted false or Tango. Any of you could have. It's just
no.
That's how the game works. Question number 3. Who can do a sheep impression? Tango. Not bad. They're all kind of looking your way, so I think you kind of maybe did a successful.
I do have a tendency to excite them.
Hang on, you've not got wheat on you, have you?
No, I don't.
That's very much against the rules.
Yeah.
Should have frisked everybody when they came in. Next question: how many legs do 5 sheep have? Cub.
20.
Very good. Correct answer. Very nice and quick. How many legs do 3,569 sheep have? False.
20.
Correct. Yes, they were all involved in a terrible, terrible accident.
Fast math.
And they lost all of their legs.
That's impressive.
Well done.
I'm good, guys. I'm good.
Who can pronounce sheep backwards? Tango.
Peas.
I'm afraid that's incorrect. Do either of you two want to give it a go?
Push.
That's much closer than... I'm going to give you the
Something
point,
like that.
False. You get the point.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tango.
I'll take it.
Does a sheep have 2, 3, or 4 stomachs? Cub.
3.
Incorrect, I'm afraid. Any other answers? False.
2.
Incorrect, Tango. Come on, you can't get this wrong.
One less than it should.
I didn't even say just one. Incorrect. No points for anybody, I'm afraid.
Aw, shame.
Terrible.
Disgrace.
Terrible.
True or false? Not you, false. True or false?
Aw.
Will I be giving the first person to buzz in a free point? Tango.
False.
Sorry, I will be giving you a point. I can't. I can't. You've got it right. I very much apologise. 1 point for you, Tango. Other than a blue sheep, name 4 things that are blue. Tango.
Lapis, your pants, the water behind you, and cub sheep.
Very nice. Very nice. And the fact that there are 2 blue sheep here and you didn't pick both of them, that says something about your confidence there. Well done. A female sheep is called a ewe. What is a male sheep called? Cub.
Me.
A ewe. I should have had that as the answer. That is incorrect, I'm afraid. Anybody else? Wrong. I'm afraid the answer was ram, or I would have also
that's the
accepted
one.
Kevin or John, but
Oh.
we'll see. So a female. What was a female sheep called then?
The-
Tango.
Are you?
Yes, it was, and how dare you call me that? But fair enough. Who is the most handsome game show host? False.
Well, it's Zedaph, of course.
Exactly correct. That was a very easy
what's
question.
going on here? Hey, you over there in the
Um,
corner. No kissing up. No
I
kissing
may
up.
have also, I may have forgotten to be writing the scores down, so that'll be interesting to see what they are. Who can spell the word mutton backwards whilst also stopping halfway through to spell the word lamb forwards? Tango.
Notbmal.
Wrong. Who? Anyone else? Cub.
NOTLAMBTUM.
Very good, Cub. Perfect. Top
Oh, that
answers
was supposed to
there.
be forward. Whoops.
Other than wheat, what other foods do Minecraft sheep eat? Tango.
Me.
Incorrect. The answer is nothing, I'm afraid. They only eat wheat. That is all you can feed them. And they certainly would not eat you. Next question. Are there more than 900 million sheep in the world? Cub.
Yes.
You're correct. There are exactly 1 billion sheep to the sheep, to the final sheep, exactly that amount. When one is born, another one must die. That is how that works. A male sheep is called a ram, but how much RAM does my computer have? Tango.
32
Forgot
gigs.
your name. 32 gigs?
Yes.
So you said correct. Well done. How do you know that? You should know that.
Because I
And
know
that was
you.
that was round 1. So at the end of round 1,
Yeah.
including some of those points that I may have forgotten to write down, we have False with 3 points, Cub with 4 points, and Tango in the lead with 6 points. I'm pretty sure he has been cheating and his
Yeah.
buzzers.
It's all
His
about the
buzzer's fixed.
buzzer.
Rigged.
But I guess we'll see what happens in the future round. So we are now at round 2. I'm going to need you guys to look at the window in front of you there, and you will see a variety of animals flow on by. You've got to try and remember everything you see, the order, the colours, the breed, just as much information as you can, and there will be some questions following the animal parade. A correct answer will be worth 2 points, and an incorrect answer will be worth -2 points. So make sure you're nice and confident with your guesses there. Are we all ready for the animal show?
Now ready.
The ding of approval. Here goes. Here they come any second now. I hope everything's worked. Which it hasn't, clearly.
The suspense.
Because it's incredibly broken. It's actually broken.
Technical difficulties. We'll get a stagehand.
And 1 second.
Maybe they're
Mind your own
invisible
business.
animals.
Just talk amongst yourselves.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Oh, I know why it didn't work. Okay. Okay, now we should be working in 3, 2, 1. Let the animals flow. I hope. Fingers crossed. Remembering. Whoops. We may have a chicken escapee, but that's fine. Okay, excellent. Have you stored all that information in your memories?
Sure.
Memorize.
I also may not have remembered much of it myself, so this is going to be interesting.
Yep.
Other than that chicken, what was the last animal to flow by?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Did we have
That
double
was 2
ding
at
there?
once.
Faulty
That's-
buzzer system.
That's interesting. 1 second, I'm gonna have to come on down there and
Judges.
and have a re-ding buzzer thing.
A reading off.
Reading.
A re-ding off. Oh dear.
Oh, we have critters.
Ooh,
Vermin.
we have more audience members now as well. That's how I get my
On the
audience.
Yep.
Hang on, I should be able to do some cool parkour. Excellent.
Oh,
there we
okay.
go. Okay. Again, would you like to re-ding your buzzers? Come.
A pig.
I do believe you are correct. Yes. Who was the other dinger?
Me.
False.
False.
You digged as well.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I couldn't see from the view up there. Okay. How many chickens did you see? Tango.
2.
I believe that was correct. How many saddled animals did you see? False.
0.
I think that's incorrect. Does anyone else want another go?
Oh.
Cub?
1.
Yeah, I think that is correct.
Yeah.
Tell me if I'm wrong here. I may well be getting it more wrong than you guys. And the final question. Added together, how many legs did you see total? False.
98.
I think that's incorrect, I'm afraid.
Oh.
I'm so sorry. Cub?
40.
Oh, hang on, carry the 2. 60. I think that's right.
No way.
I think that's correct. I believe, according to the producers are in my ear right now, they're agreeing 40 is the correct number, Cub.
All right.
Extra 2 points for you. Well done on round 2. That rhymed. Okay, that went incredibly wrong. The order was mixed up, but it worked. It was fine. Okay, so let me just do a bit of score adding. Oh,
I know.
interesting.
Do you need to take off your socks for this one or what?
There we go. And okay, I think I've got the final scores. The final scores at the end of round 2. False, you have -1. Cub, you have 10 points, and Tango, you have 8 points. So I'm afraid to say, False, you are not in the final round. But Cub and Tango, congratulations, you've made it to the final of Is That Sheep Looking at Me?
Everybody, big round of applause for False.
False,
Walk of shame.
you get a VIP seat in the audience. How about that?
Yeah.
Yep. You go join the lion tamer over there. He's the only guy in the
And
audience
the
right
random endermite, wherever he went.
now. Yeah.
He's nice and friendly, so
Gotta do
don't
it.
you worry about that.
There you go.
Oh,
Aha.
what was that? Perfect.
Got a good seat.
Tango and Cub, would you like to make your way over to the final showdown place? I haven't got a name for it yet.
Place of pig detection. Sheep detection. I'm gonna use
Yes,
Ender Pearl
you're
'cause
going to
I don't
lose.
Oh, here you go.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, Cub's got one. Extra
Yeah.
points, Cub.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
Okay, so I'll say the rules in the thing. So we're going to have 3 mini rounds here of Is That Sheep Looking at Me? Please stand on your glass blocks and face away from the sheep.
Ooh.
Cobb, best of luck to you.
Best
This
of
is what
luck.
all comes down to.
Indeed. I'm ready.
Okay. At a
Preparing for
certain
this
point,
my whole life.
I'm gonna ask you both to turn around And at that moment, we will see whether you are correct, whether the sheep is looking at you or is not looking at you.
I assume you want us to like push a button first.
I want you to put your vote in with the button to the left and the right of you, whichever way you think it's going to be. You will get a point for whether you are correct. Either way, whichever way you do it. Begin contemplating.
Vote locked in.
Got it.
Picked already, Tango. You're sticking with it.
I'm sticking
You
with
want to tell Cub maybe what you've pressed?
Cub, I'm gonna say that the sheep is looking at me because he was looking at you before, and I think in the time he has turned around to face me.
Well, I think he's probably looking at me now because he was looking at you, but now since time has passed, he's looking back at me. He needs to keep an eye on both of us.
Gotcha.
I will tell you, he looks very confused, whoever he's looking at. Could you both turn around in 3, 2, 1? He's looking at neither of you.
Nobody.
Tango, you're correct. Tango got
That's right,
point.
incorrect.
Voted
Excellent.
no.
That is some heart-pounding action right there.
No point for you there, Cub. Would you please put your backs to the lamb? Okay, so any tactics you may have picked up there? You may get voting, by the way, whichever way you see fit. Any tactics you picked up from the first round?
There's an exciting
so.
third option that it's looking at neither one of us. I've learned that.
Well, it's whether if it's looking at you or not. So if it's not looking at either of you, then you may get a point.
I think this sheep is going to look at me because it's heard of a certain service in the area that it really wants to be part of.
You're tugging at my heartstrings there.
I know.
I don't know whether I can be impartial to that or not.
This sheep has heard the calling.
I'm gonna employ some tactics here. I got some mutton in my hand. I think the sheep will not look at me because it doesn't want to see its fallen brethren. So I think that might play a factor. That's not against the rules. I heard wheat was against the rules, but nothing about mutton. So
yeah, mutton is more than welcome. Even though yes, you may make a few sheep cry, but we'll see. Interesting. A last-minute button push there. Could you please look around in 3, 2, 1? Look.
No! Why?
You were both incorrect.
oh,
That sheep loves mutton. He's a cannibal, and Cub, you just fell right into that
man.
This sheep is never going to see this, guys. I'll tell you that right now.
trap.
Give him this mutton and leave him be.
He's gonna keep looking at you. And so at the minute, Tango, sorry, you were in the lead right now with 1 point. So it's all to. Well, Cub, you can basically make this a draw right now, and then we'll have to do a playoff.
Okay.
So please, both look away from that sheep and get voting.
Oh,
Interesting.
the psychological game.
You see, because it could be looking at you, but it could not be looking at you.
I
Well,
know, the decisions are overwhelming.
That's the thing you've got to take into account. You know, it's you just don't know in this game. But it's very interesting.
I'm feeling the pressure. All
I'm
right,
feeling pressure too.
I've got my vote locked in.
All right.
Interesting. Okay, would you turn around in 3, 2, 1, spin? You're both correct, which means Cub, you get a point, and Tango, you get your second point. Cub, I'm very sorry, but Tango, you are the winner of Is That Sheep Looking at Me?
Oh, is there a victory lap or something?
You may receive your prize if you join me just down here.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited.
You can look in the shulker box and take your prize. Oh, come and look in the shulker box. That's it.
Okay. Go for it.
It's all yours.
Whoa! It's that sheep
speedboat.
looking at me. Golden trophy.
Very nice.
Nice.
Zedaph, it's such an honor to be the first champion.
You're very welcome. Well done. You played a valiant effort. You did a good job. You didn't try and feed the sheep mutton, which some other players may have done. And
Hey.
There was no cheating involved.
I think that tactic may have worked for you. So well done.
And by the way,
Yes.
some animals may have been harmed during the making of this episode.
Possibly, quite possibly, but we'll see. But that is it for this episode of Is That Sheep Looking at Me? Thank you very much for playing, you guys. Thank you for watching. See you in the next episode. Goodbye.
Bye.